So here we go. Here's Victor. And he says right up front, hey, it's Victor. And then imagine links to his LinkedIn, whatever. All right, objective. College students, okay, that's a singular, college student, unless you are conjoined twins or some other really interesting being, Victor. College student studying computer science seeking a software development internship to help Ethan to further company needs, utilizing my full stack software development knowledge alongside my communication skills. A little bit wordy. I would shorten it. It's good. Look, you started with an objective. It's good. It's too wordy. CS major seeking software development internship to help, or, help is a weak word, to software development internship in blah, utilizing my full stack software development. So you want to shorten it. I would, even though I know you were just kind of joking around here, putting to help Ethan. Help is a weak word, and cut it all out. So just CS major seeking software development internship, utilizing my full stack and software development knowledge and communication skills. Done. University of somewhere. He's got a 3.6 GPA. He's graduating in 2 years. Great. Very clear. Yeah, I get buffed and boosted by this. It's fantastic. I always need more interns. My car is particularly dirty right now, but there's also software jobs I could give them. Bachelor of Science in CS, Algorithms and Theory of Computation. Bachelor of Art in German and German Studies. So in that case, we have to say Victor. But in any case, very good. So far, so good. Victor was complaining, by the way, that he went from his 2-column and it made his resume very dense. You can see it's pretty dense. He's got a lot in here. So we may talk about what you could still prune because Victor wants to cram in as much information as he can. Not always a great idea, but to be fair to him, he dropped this from 2 columns to 1. And so he did do a lot of cutting, but he still has density issues. Yeah, so Duplicity says lots of bullet points. All right. Experience, travelers, software engineering intern in greater New York area. Developed a proof of concept for single sign-on using React, hosted on Amazon Web Service in order to reduce the number of logins required. So there's a what's in it. That's good. It would be nice if you could say how far you reduced them. But look, I want to give credit where you can. You gave a why. You gave a result. You gave a reason. Tested the site using Terraform scripts. Developed an internal event scheduler and sign-up tool. Utilized React and CSS to design the backend API that interacts. Okay. So, I wonder if this and this, bullets 2 and 4 seem to be sub-bullets of 1 and 3, in which case I would indent them so that was more clear. If that's not what you meant, then they read that way. There are not many results yet because the internship is not over. Great. So when the internship is over, put in the results. That's totally fine. Victor explained in chat what's going on, and that makes perfect sense to me. Okay, so he did an internship at United Bank, developed a deep learning algorithm using Python TensorFlow to suggest potential new loan customers, wrote scripts, successfully identified 1,500 potential new customers after 1 month of deployment. That's cool. I don't know if that's big or small, but that is still cool that you're able to give a number and say how long. Designed and successfully deployed a company-wide intranet, shifting from SharePoint 2010 to 2019, blah, blah, blah. Presented the findings of collaborative project. This is long and lame. Like if you're looking for space, using 2 lines to say that you did a presentation, probably not that interesting. If you wanted to talk more about the actual results and what you learned about profitability or different banking models, that might be. But like, hey, I did a presentation, I wouldn't put 2 lines on it. All right. So, Victor, I'm not sure if you're saying that you took one of my suggestions and you like it or that I contradicted myself. Either one is possible. But I definitely going to one column layout was completely my suggestion. And this looks good so far. So it's a little dense, but to this point, I will telegraph my grading. Oh, this point is lame. Yeah, so it may be how you're wording it. I think you can word it to de-lame it, right? You talk about the findings and did the executive team take action on them or accept them? So you turn it around to say, analyze the profitability and business impact of different banking models, subsequently presenting them to the executive team. You don't need to say as a PowerPoint deck. Presenting them to the executive team with result blah, or presenting result blah of the analysis to the executive team. So you make it that you analyzed and then presented, not that you presented. That's what makes it not lame. The bank got bought out. Well, see, it's tough then. And look, you won't always have perfect results. That's true. You do the best you can, and if your resume overall conveys action and results, you can get a pass on any given bullet. Okay, health center constructed. So I'm getting the idea, Victor. I've said this to others, that English is not your first language. You definitely need to get someone for whom English is their first language to proofread this, because here we're on typo number 3, and people will judge you based on that. And there's been 2 others before this. So you got to get someone to fix that for you. And that's fine. But you don't want egg on your face in the written copy, because some people will just filter it out and be like, oh, communication problems, move on. And that's not fair, but it is true. Let's see. Constructed interactive front end. Use these tech. Publish the feature. This is pretty good given you don't really have a result, like a impact of this. But it's not bad. I mean, these are internships, like, okay, leadership. This is what you did in the School of Engineering. Teaching assistant. Assisted in the upper level. Design and graded homework. Design weekly 2-hour lab to reinforce material. Improve section performance by 12% compared to previous years as assessed by the professors. That's really strong. Hack 2020, 3rd place finish. Led a team in designing an MVP that uses machine learning to help users break bad habits while reinforcing good habits. For example, not smoking or something. Like, I want a little more to know what this is about, what type of bad habits and good habits. But it's cool. Worked with XML to prototype set app. Yeah, the other thing that's fun here is to say all in 36 hours or something. Make it sound punchy because of the amount of time. Blah, 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 president, project. I would try and thin some of this down. Like your design and graded homework and projects for a section of 120 plus students. Somehow I'd try to skinny this section a little bit. There's a lot in here. Maybe I would pull some, you need, as you said, a little more white space. So that's the big challenge in this resume, is to figure out still what you could trim slightly. But this project's cool. It's a matter, I'd wonder, again, is there some formatting trick to make it look a little more spacious somehow? It's a little too dense. So, chat, grade Victor. We always do this at the end. Yeah, color could be it. Something that gives it a little more feeling of space. Shrink the header. I don't know. It needs a tiny bit more white space. Not a lot. B, C+, B. Keep going. Get in here, chat. There's 55 of you. I want to see at least 50 grades. Come on. Give Victor some feedback. All right, Victor, I'll go back and read it. So people are giving you harsher grades than I would for once, which is surprising. I would give this at least a B, but the density is obviously borrowing people. So Victor says we have to read his project real quick. Web app that helps students study for difficult class by using spaced repetition learning and video lectures. Got it. Develop the front end using Python. Develop the back end. So you don't have any results here. It's cool work. Spaced repetition learning, I know what it is. Not everyone will. This will be crushingly good if you are able to show that it works or to get people actually paying. So I'm glad you've planned for a pilot run. When you have people who've paid, or if you can explain how spaced repetition learning is helping them, or get some rating off of them of, some quotes. 74% of students reported they learned faster than in comparable classes. I get that you'll have results later. It will be a crushingly good resume line at that point, and you'll actually want to move it up high in your resume and call it your own business or something at that point. So this is really cool. It's just not quite there yet. If I wanted to make it more impressive, I wouldn't call it a project. I'd call it personal entrepreneurial venture or personal applied research. Something more than this. Sounds like a class project, not a business. And I'd want it to pop out as like my entrepreneurial jam. All right, we got to move on. I would rate your resume pretty good. The people in chat who gave it lousy grades, give him some suggestions. Or Victor is in our resume improvement in our Discord. You can talk to him there. But give him some help. Because I trust the wisdom of the crowds. And I trust the wisdom of the crowds. And if you guys didn't grade it as high as I did, it means I'm going soft, which I can't have. So Victor, terrible resume, man. Terrible. No, not true. I thought it was pretty solid.